Hello, I'm Ken Jabert with the Orange County Library System here at the Hiawassee branch on February the 10th, 2014, capturing memories from our community. Please tell me your name and where you're from.
Okay, do you want where I'm originally from or where
Sure.
I'm from?
Any name.
Okay, my name is Linda Campbell and I'm originally from the UK, and now I live in Winter Garden.
In Winter Garden,
Florida.
right here.
Florida, right
Yeah.
here, yes.
Okay. So, where are you from in the UK?
I am from a city called Birmingham. I'm sure you may have heard of it, but Birmingham
And
is the
is
West
that-
Midlands.
Is that where you grew up your whole life?
That is where I grew up most of my life. When I first came to the UK, I was 10 from Jamaica. And I grew up, I went to school in a little town called Helzoin. That's also part of Birmingham now. It never used to be, but it is now.
So what brought your family from Jamaica to the United Kingdom?
Well, I really don't know that answer to that question. I know my dad came over first. Within a couple of years, the family came over to be with him. That's all.
And so you graduated high school in England?
I did. I graduated high school, I went on to college, and then I went on to university.
And what did you study in college and university?
In college, I studied business and finance. In university, I studied business management and finance.
And after graduation, did you work in that field?
I did for a little while, actually. Did a part-time job at a lawyer's firm, and then I went to an alarm company, which I really enjoyed. When after I got married, we moved away because my husband is a minister, and we actually moved to a city called Leicester. You guys say Leicester, I think. And we were pastoring there for 11 years, and then I joined the government department from there.
And what brought you to the United States?
The United States, definitely. Florida is the weather.
The weather.
The weather.
And what year did you move to the United States?
I moved to the United States in March 2010.
Well, now, there's lots of other warm places in addition to Florida, you know, California and some of the Southwest and other places. What made you pick Florida, and specifically Central Florida?
Right. I mean, we traveled a couple of states before we actually came here. We've been traveling to the States since 1990, and we actually brought timeshares and everything like that, and we've been coming. But we just, both of us, both me and my husband, we fell in love, and the children, we fell in love with Florida. We just love the people. We love the area. We've made a couple of friends here, both in business and just normal, and we just seem to really, really just draw us back to Florida all the time.
And your children enjoyed moving to Florida?
My children love Florida.
And how many children do you have?
I have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy.
And what ages were they when you first moved here?
When I first moved here, they were all adults. They were all in their 20s.
So they had all already graduated?
Yeah, my eldest daughter was still at university. Yeah.
Did any of them go to college or university here?
All 3 of my children has been to college. One of them is actually, all 3 of them has been to college, but the eldest one has been to university.
And did any of them go to college or university in Florida or anywhere else
No,
in the United States?
no.
But they all still live in the United States?
They all still, no, one of them lived in the United States. The other 2 are still on their way to be completed.
And what is it that you like most about living in Orlando or the Central Florida area?
As I said to you, the weather, but the people are very nice. And the fact that I look up the history of Florida because I do sort of now and then dabble into looking, about the history. And I do enjoy where Florida has come from. When I ask people and see where Florida was to where it is now, especially Winter Garden, because we drive around and we like to look at the ancient bits of Winter Garden. And to see where it's come from to where it is now, we're just like really amazed. And we're glad we come at this time and not earlier on.
And what kind of changes have you seen in Winter Garden or Florida since in the time that you've been here?
The most changes we've seen is mostly at the houses, where when we came was like woods, and now a lot of houses have been built up there. The only thing that strikes me is houses are being built, but there's no businesses around the, building around the houses. That kind of strikes me as not quite even. So I'll wait to see what happens about that.
And when you first came to live here in Florida, did you work?
When I first came, in fact, we didn't come to work. we came to semi-retire. But because things didn't quite work out how we wanted it to work out, so we decided we'd work, because we bought our house and everything before we came. And now I'm actually looking after my grandson, and he's been schooled here, so I'm looking into a lot of things in Florida because of his schooling, and he's pretty young, and seeing, where his prospects are.
And where does he go to school?
Whispering Oaks Elementary, which is also in Winter Garden.
Are you pleased with the Whispering Oaks school?
Yeah, because it is a fairly new school, and it is an A school. And the teachers are very, very strict, and they're good, yes.
Do you belong to any local churches or organizations or groups here in Florida?
Yes, I do. I belong to the Church of God of Prophecy, but that is the church I've been in for a lot of years. And my husband is also a minister at that church for a lot of years.
And what location is it? Where
Winter Garden. The church is actually in Winter Garden, in South Sides, Winter Garden. Mm-hmm.
And who's the pastor there?
The pastor there is J.V. Sullivans.
And I guess you enjoy the congregation? Or
I do,
member,
and
right?
I do, and he's a wonderful pastor. I would recommend him to anyone. He's gorgeous. He's a wonderful family man, and he does care about his sheep.
So what about hobbies? Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I do. I do a lot of keep fit, and I do a lot of reading, and I like to meet with young groups of young people and teach them and talk, just generally talking to them about life skills. But I have a passion for young people.
And so what do you think is the most important life skill for young people to learn these days?
Is to respect themselves. That is the main thing, because when they respect themselves, they will respect others, and then they will want to achieve and be a part of society in a positive way.
Okay. And did you have anything else you want to tell us about yourself, or Florida, or the Central Florida area? Or?
Yeah, I think Central Florida is going somewhere. Obviously, this got its plus and its minuses. The only thing, like I said, even the old Winter Garden area, I find that there just isn't enough businesses around to accommodate the amount of houses that's been built, because I see families are coming in, but they're actually working miles away. And I think that is got to be a minus if Winter Garden doesn't do something about that.
But you think in general Florida is heading in the right direction?
I certainly do.
One more question for you. What about now lots of people come to town because they're big Disney fans. Are your family
I'm
Disney folks?
certainly a Disney fan. I have a few family that actually works there. So my children, ever since my youngest was 4 when we first came here, and we have always gone to Disney, and they have more or less grown up in Disney. They love it, all the parks.
What's your favorite park? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, Magic Kingdom.
Which also happens to be the most popular. Right? Okay, well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, guys.